Hi guys, Mr. Waffles here. This is my analysis of the new Call of Duty Black Ops 3 multiplayer reveal trailer that has just been shown at E3 2015. I'm going to try and keep it nice and quick so that you guys don't get too bored, and also that will allow me to dive into more depth in future videos in the coming days and weeks, so make sure you've subscribed if you haven't already, and without further ado, we can dive right in. You'll notice straight away that these particular characters we've actually seen before. That's because in the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 multiplayer, there's a specialist system that works alongside the creator class, and it works alongside your score streaks, and it means that you choose a hero essentially, a character, a specialist, that you're going to play as, and then in the match, you are that character for the entire game. So this particular one here is one that we've already seen before. I've already got a video explaining his abilities. He can sort of stim to run extremely fast for a short period of time. You have Reaper, who can transform his arm into like a minigun type thing, which is super cool, and you can just mow down anyone in your way. There's Seraph, who has a pistol, kind of like the Hunter in Destiny, which will one-hit kill, but you have a limited number of shots that you can actually fire. And then you have Outrider, who has the Sparrow, and the Sparrow is the name of the compound bow that he wields. So those are the four that we currently know of. They're the ones that have been announced, but there are obviously 5 left to go, so we'll no doubt see their abilities in use in this trailer. So we're watching Ruin here, and you'll see that he kills the player in front of him, and in the bottom right, when he kills that player, he gets something added onto this little bar that he's building up. It's a circular ring, and once that ring is completely filled, as you'll see once he gets this second kill here with the throwing knife, he actually unlocks his special ability. This is something that is timed, so if you don't do anything in the game, you will still get it after a few minutes, but you can speed it up. A little bit like unlocking your Titan in Titanfall, if you guys are familiar with that concept. So he gets his gravity spikes. That is one of the abilities that this particular character, this particular specialist has access to, and you'll see him using it here. It's a pretty damn awesome looking ability. Every ability does have ways to sort of counterplay and fight against, but they also obviously have their perks as well. This is damn cool in my opinion. I think that it looks awesome, but he does then get taken out on the point. So here the player pulls out a grenade with a red pin. It's like a red rectangular sort of grenade, and they throw it towards DJ Varn here, and DJ Varn seems to also be throwing a C4 while this happens, and so the grenade actually blows up Varn's C4, unsure whether the fire that remains is because of the fact that it was maybe like a Molotov type grenade, or if it was just because of the fact that Varn did have a C4 and maybe C4 burns a bit more now on the floor or something like that, but a cool effect nonetheless. Awesome to see some fire that doesn't look terrible in Call of Duty. That's always great. Getting that kill also brings the player closer to using their ability. They unlock it. You see in the bottom right again, it goes yellow, that little bar, when you have the actual ability available and they use it. That particular specialist has a pistol, like I was saying, from Destiny, where you have a couple of shots and those shots will kill, but you are very limited in your ammo. This is showcasing the wall running a little bit, which looks really cool. And then again, another ability that we have seen before. This is Sparrow using that crossbow, and awesome clip that. I think that that just looks so cool, really like it. We then jump into another character who's throwing some stuff around and all that good stuff, trying to get access to his blink ability, which is this particular specialist's special ability. You can see it in the bottom right. It looks like a sort of hourglass, and what that will do is it will flick you back in time, and it will mean that, as you can see just there, if the player gets in a sticky situation, they can buzz back to somewhere they were maybe 2-3 seconds ago and get the drop on an enemy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Something I feel inclined to point out right now is the HUD. Just look at the way it looks on your screen. It's a very big change compared to what we're used to in Call of Duty. You've got this weird kind of angling going on, which I think is going to take some getting used to, but ultimately might end up making the game a lot more enjoyable because it'll feel a bit more intuitive when you are moving around. So that's something I felt like I should point out. And you can also see that the points on the map, you've got A, B, and C, obviously, as you're used to in a mode like Domination or something like that. And they're quite clear because you've got these little blocks behind so you can see exactly who owns what. Moving forward here, we've got the Weevil, and the player here, Lamia is gonna slide right under there, which looks freaking sweet, and then get access to the Scythe, which I talked about a little bit before. Scythe is gonna transform this player's arm into a minigun, as you can see right there. Looks badass. It looks freaking awesome, and they're then gonna just go to town. I personally think that just looks great. Right, there's a lot packed into these last couple of clips, so we're going to slow it down and just try and pack in as much as possible in the last couple of seconds. These things are kind of like dogs. They chase people around the map and then they either explode or you can actually tear people up. That exploded because it got shot down, basically. Talking of shooting down, this looks like somebody shooting down a score streak on one of the maps. You can go underwater and shoot people while you're down there as well, swimming around and all that good stuff. And then you can jump out of the water and jetpack out, and then a guy in front of you can get wrecked by a score streak. That's all possible in Call of Duty Black Ops 3's multiplayer. Here we've got someone dashing to the right, it looks like, with the enhanced movement capabilities that are available in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. If you look in the background here, you can see someone dashing forward as well. There's no dolphin dive in Black Ops 3, it's only dashes and things like that. Again, you see Ruin here, the specialist that we've seen before that I mentioned. You've got the Tempest here, which looks badass. Again, really does look cool. Ruin gets wrecked, and then you've got another score streak. This is the Mothership, which is probably going to be quite high up on the list of score streaks. I think that that's probably going to be quite hard to get access to, and it looks beastly. I've been Mr. Waffles. Hopefully you guys have liked this quite brief breakdown of the trailer. Hopefully I've made it a little bit easier to understand. There are a few things that take some getting used to, like the score streak system. Sorry, not the score streaks, the specialist system. And hopefully I've made it a bit easier for you guys to figure out exactly what is going on. If you haven't subscribed already, then make sure to do that now, and also like the video. That would be much appreciated. Thank you very much, guys. I look forward to seeing you in future Call of Duty Black Ops 3 videos that I make in the next couple of days. And until then, bye-bye.